Right, gather round men and pay attention. Today we're going to talk military strategy and how we get from where we are here to either here, Scottish independence, or here, Scotland remaining within the United Kingdom.
That's some assault course you've got there, sir. Have you got a compass?
Quite in the ranks. The question is what defence policy Scotland would have. Any suggestions?
All Britain's nuclear weapons are in submarines based on the Clyde, so we'd better not attack them there, or it could be goodnight Helensburgh.
I don't think you quite understand. We're not planning to attack. We're trying to find out what military forces an independent Scotland would want and what it might be entitled to.
Well, it says in this Scottish Government document that it wants to get rid of nuclear weapons. Is that like sort of just giving them away? On eBay or something?
I think the idea is that they're unpopular and unusable, so the rest of the UK can stick them up the Solent. That's near Portsmouth, by the way, so it is.
And that's supposed to save a few quid.
Except there's nowhere to base them if they're not on the Clyde, so the top brass in London will be very determined to keep them here, won't they, sir?
Right, so next thing on our plan of attack, as it were, that would leave Scotland with what?
It looks like no surface ships, very few planes, quite a lot of infantry troops, not much to protect those oil fields, and not much else to do.
It seems that SNP plan to share some things, to buy and build some things, and to inherit a share of UK equipment.
Says who? What if they don't want to share, or they'll only do so if we look after their nukes? And anyway, sir, what happens to us poor bloody infantry?
The idea seems to be that you could choose if you want to be in the British forces, with more of a global reach, or the Scottish forces, with, well, less of a global reach.
So I can choose who I fight for?
Well, something like that.
And can I play for Brazil, please, sir?
Is that because you've got a Brazilian granny?
Settle down, man.
But we've got a lot of coastline to defend. Are you sure this is wise, sir? Aren't we vulnerable to attack if we're just kind of weak?
It says here we could join NATO, the North Atlantic Treaty Organisation, which has a defence pact. Like, one is attacked, all are attacked.
Saturday night in the Gallowgate, eh?
That's if they'll have us. And here's us trying to offload nuclear weapons on them. I don't see it happening somehow.
What about all the other jobs in defence? Like, in shipbuilding on the Clyde?
What's your problem? Scots firms sell successfully to the Westminster government now, so why shouldn't they export to London in the future?
Aye, but why would London want to buy? This would be a foreign country, and these jobs tend to stay in country, don't they? That's why the Clydes and Rosyths got their shipbuilding orders now.
Does anyone know what happens if Scotland votes no?
Well, it's as you were, I think.
It's Iraq and Afghanistan, and nuclear weapons, that's what it is. Stuff we didn't want in the first place.
Or it's one of the proudest and most respected fighting forces in the world.
We'd also need our own intelligence services, of course.
Intelligence? Aye, well, that sounds like just the job for you, sir.